We threatened. We said we'd do it.
And he fucking well did. He ran all the way down Britain just to be here to fucking annoy me again. Welcome back, Resi 2. If you're wondering where the fuck the first part is, you should have been watching the Rotathon in October.
Absolutely. I was. I was in it and I was watching it.
Yeah, well, that's narcissism.
Oh, well, yes.
No, okay, so we killed Will Smith in the last episode and stole his key. So I'm presuming...
Previously on Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, well, fuck it, for all we know. That's what the remake's going to do.
What? Yeah, quite.
Yeah, do the stupid DVD shit they tried in Alone in the Dark.
Oh, don't. I'm looking forward to that game. Don't fucking ruin it for me.
No.
Right, so...
No, they won't. So, we need to unlock a bunch of shit. Now, can we remember what the fuck we're doing? Probably not.
My guess is no.
So we're going to be looking for a fuck ton of locked doors. Probably upstairs.
No. Did we do the crank? Yes, we did. Because we got up and found we needed a cog, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right.
Mr. Big Cog.
Mr. Big Cog.
Oh, that was another good thing. I don't know if you saw that, because I know you're not... Jim's more stuck in the real world, rather than me being the digital person. But, you know Nintendo used to be a bunch of pricks about Let's Plays?
I did know that, yes.
Yeah, they finally rescinded.
Yes, I did. I thought it was interesting timing that they did that just as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out.
Yeah, what a coinky-dink.
What a coincidence.
No, but that's cool. So like, maybe sometime in the future we can finally do Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely.
Although we're going to have to figure out how the fuck to do that, because...
Well, I have been playing it on the N64.
The EverDrive.
Yes.
The EverDrive, I got you. Hint, hint, plug, plug.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah,
Hinty, hinty, pluggy, pluggy.
They're very expensive, but fuck me, they are good. They are incredible devices.
So next time I'm down, I will have to remember to bring it with me.
Yeah, well, literally, because I've still got my N64 over there, so all you have to do is bring down the actual EverDrive
Yeah, just the chip itself, hey? Yes, no. Conker's, Perfect Dark, and the Zeldas. I have been playing on that, so it's a bit of a bugger because it's an old corded controller, and my TV is slightly too far away, but it's great because it means I get to sit on the floor like I'm a kid again, which is fantastic. But anyway, Resident Evil 2. So, I think I'm going to have to go downstairs into the corridor of death, aren't I?
Probably, but this time you're heavily armed.
Heavily armed is, I think, a bit of an overstatement.
Better than last time.
Blingy, 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 blingy.
I love the music in this so much. And Resi in general, apart from the terrible, I can't remember if it was the original big box release of Resi 1, or if it was the director's cut version of it, whatever, but there's one where it's got, like, terrible audio, like it's got the infamously shitty, basement theme, you know, which instead of the lovely, that is that wop, 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 you know, so this sound clip which is going on right now, which Jim can't fucking hear.
Ooh, that's awful. Pulling face.
Pulling face with no fucking webcam. No, but and that was because there was a bunch of Barney with the composer in the moments before actually having in the moments before having the game go out. There's a bunch of bullshit with that. So I think a few prints got the good music and all the other ones had the bad one until they bought some crap off him for the director's cut or something like that, whatever. But like I said, I can't really think. I mean, admittedly, I can't name some tracks which sound great from 4 onwards. I wouldn't say there are any truly iconic ones, even with the save rooms.
I mean, I don't know if we've had this discussion before or not, but if we haven't, then now is a great time to fucking have that discussion.
Pow pow. Head popper.
Yes, mate.
Kapuya Kisha?
Next, please.
Fucker. Housekeeping.
Afternoon, sir. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Saviour Remington shotgun? Yes, that's probably an awful waste of shotgun ammunition, but I don't care.
Oh, fuck. Was this a code to this?
It was.
Google.
No. We have fucking Jesus. We have.
Yeah, we got the file.
We've got it in the file. Don't need Google. 2236. I used to remember that off by heart because I'm a sad prick.
Well, if you play any game well enough, you know everything about it. And hey, there we go.
Because it's some shotgun ammo, and I believe it's the map of the police station.
Now we know where to fucking go. We probably should have come here earlier. Now there's something back here, isn't there?
I'm looking, but I don't think... Oh, yeah, there it is.
No, it's
But yes,
it's
so-
Officer Swanson's marijuana.
That's it. So, yes, we may have had this discussion before, but game music isn't iconic anymore.
Now, I think purely because it's a case of I'm trying to remember what the exact terminology is, but it's how like you have the like you can hum some movie theme tunes, like the Star Wars theme, like I suppose you could probably say the Harry Potter ones as well, and those. So you can hum them, and because of the melody, people will get what you're referencing. However, if it's
Half your millions should go to John Williams.
John Williams, exactly, because all of his shit has strong melodies, and I think because of the technical restrictions back in the day, you had to have a strong melody to carry a tune in a game because you didn't have any other option. You know, your music either sounded terrible or it was a simple but catchy melody. And now that games can have any sort of music whatsoever, it's all bland orchestral shit, like 99% of it. Easy. It's like the only I can't even really think of like something semi-recent which you could say that's the iconic track from it.
Well, from Skyrim.
Oh, what the Dovahkiin?
Yeah, the Dovahkiin
theme song.
Theme. Yeah. Is he dead? Yes, he's dead. No, he's not.
Snug it.
Because you can't... There you go. If you can walk through them, they're dead.
Well, you walked through him and he sure as fuck.
No, he didn't.
Dead.
He bounced.
Oh, shit.
I bounced off him.
Afternoon, milady. Insert joke about giving or receiving head here. I am nothing if not predictable. There we are.
But,
it's still fucking weird to me because even though obviously I knew about the extra costumes and whatnot, I don't recall actually playing through with them. I think I like looked at them and I took Claire's one because it comes with like a really, well, not good, but it comes with a
single action army.
Yeah,
it comes with a fucking sweet gun.
Yeah,
It is
6
significantly
bullets,
better.
more than enough to kill anything that moves.
That's it.
Exactly.
The greatest handgun ever made. It's more than her gun. It's significantly better than her standing handgun. Starting handgun.
Now, which room is it which has?
It's this one. The liquor will jump through it. I promise. Hoot hoot hoot! Spoiler alert.
For right fucking now. Well, better than kicking the dick. And no, it's the other one.
It is the other one.
I was about to say, I was like, is my brain correct? Probably not, but apparently yes this time.
Yeah, because the other one, the green door back there is a spade key. Is that the end of the... Yeah, that's the end of the diamond.
Finally.
Because then
we can now use Will Smith's heart key.
The heart key unlocks something where the dogs are downstairs. Hoot hoot, spoiler alert.
Answers that. So it's when we run backwards.
Yes, because this is a thing.
That's the trigger. So combine.
Yes.
Combine them so we can steal the cord off of the table.
Although that said, I never need to come back to this room again.
No, so if we run past and leave him, he can't hurt us. But if we don't get the cord... fuck. Because we need that in order to block the zombie horde later on. Yeah, so what do? We got an ankle biter.
Yep.
And now we leave him to inevitably get nuked.
Yep, that's it. Hoot hoot, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for a game which is older than most of the people fucking watching.
Well, yeah,
except
but people get pissy when, they say that Aerith dies in Final Fantasy VII. It's just like, if you've not played this game yet, you were never going to.
No.
And I understand that, it's never fun having things spoiled, but at the same time, if you were ever going to play that game, you would have done so.
Yeah, because you had the opportunity to quite some time ago.
It's been re-released on everything. I think it's even been released on fucking George Foreman Grill. Like, if you wanted to play it, you could have done. You know, no one out there doesn't know that Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Hoot, spoiler warning. Ow.
Will you use a small key?
It's alright, I'm just mildly infected myself.
Yay! More bullets! Right. So,
Well, check the map. We can see the...
yes, we can see where we've not been to.
We don't need the plug for quite some time.
We don't need the plug for quite some time, and we don't need the cord for quite some time, because...
Yeah, if you do it too soon, it does burn out, doesn't it?
It burns out regardless.
Okay.
Because there are two cords.
There's one which does the lickers, one which does the zombies.
One does the corridor where we first find the lickers, but it does it for zombies. The second one does it for going into the basement.
And that stops lickers.
No, it doesn't stop zombies. But if you use the cords in your A playthrough, they burn out in your B playthrough.
Yes.
So
which we're not going to be doing.
Yeah. Unless you want us to do it, in which case leave a comment and buy a t-shirt.
By the time this is finished, I'm going to be playing the fucking remake to death. Unless it gets delayed, in which case I'm going to go and burn a car.
Yes.
Probably
mine.
Someone... No. Jim, I could sneeze on your car and it'd burn.
You do drink a lot of rum.
Yes, I do. He says drinking rum right now. So, actually, technically speaking, it's grog. Citrus mixed with rum. That is grog.
Suppose it is.
I have problems. So
you limey.
You fucking drongo.
Although I've watched watched an episode of QI and found out that actually lemons are far more effective than limes at curing scurvy. So
yeah, that's why everyone
you should be called a lemony.
You should be called a fucking convict, but there we are.
Oh, yes. Right.
Now, this is the corridor.
This is the other one.
Because see, I thought it was lickers because those are liquor holes.
Oh, I put the fucking cord away.
30 seconds later.
And we're back.
One possible cutaway later.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes. we can lock away the liquors.
It's not zombies. It's zombies both times. I promise you, 100%.
All right.
So this will defend me for this playthrough, but then if I was to play through the B scenario, then fucked. That would burn through, and I would
have to shoot a bunch of bastards.
Lots and lots of zombies. Oh, of course you get the club key downstairs, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
Go shoot some puppers.
Now listen, boys and girls, listen. That is possibly, when I was a kid, the single most terrifying fucking noise in any game that I had ever played.
Fetch.
They're super calm, they slowly amble up to you, and then they punch you in the face. Now, my family's always had Weimaranas, which are big German hunting dogs that kind of look a little bit like Dobermans, but like a light grey, rather than
pointy-eared
the
savage
Doberman colour of like a sort of dark blacky brown colour. Ah, damn it! One always gets me.
Pistol him. Come here, old yeller.
Here we go. Right, so yeah, either way, one of them, and because it had long claws, long fingernails, I used to clack around in our kitchen, and when I was a kid, I used to hear that noise. He'd come down in the middle of the night, and he'd be roaming, and he'd hear this, and I would shit my pants.
Before or after this?
Yeah. After.
Yeah. So I was about to say, it would be kind of unfair if, like, the dog made you fear the game rather than the game make you fear the dog. There would be some child psychologist saying something. Now these fuckers jump down so you can just leg it for the manhole. Quick, Jim, into the manhole.
Aye, sailor.
Window. Now that's the bit with Sherry.
No, it's not. It's Ada.
We haven't met her yet, have we? No, we haven't, have we? Because we haven't been to the garage. We haven't.
Oh, yeah, she's in the garage, isn't she?
Yeah. There we go.
Blingdy, 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 blingdy. I don't remember Resident Evil 2 being this fucking healing happy. There's a lie I've got.
Well, we play. Remember, this is the downloaded the PSN DualShock version. When the one we're used to was the original Black Bar release.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something technically different there.
Possibly.
Or maybe we just, because we kept trying to get all of the special weapons, we just kept ignoring them.
Maybe.
And now they're all conveniently right in front of you to be shot. There we go.
There you go.
Neutered at long range.
He's a dick, Fido.
Well, he was trying to. His or someone else's. Doesn't matter.
So, let's go. Autopsy room. Of course, need the club key.
Well, we got the power puzzle. Or was that Resi 3?
Power puzzle? I think that's Resi 3,
I
mate.
could have sworn there was a power puzzle in here. Yeah, I think you're right. There is a lot more healing than I remember. Oh, well, more drugs for us.
Unless this is all of it.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's the power button.
Yeah. So we need to hit 80. Think down again and then up.
Yep.
Fuck me.
Up, up, down, down, up.
I forget how to log into the work computers, but I remember that. Fucking hell.
And then...
Now, there is a bunch of shit on the shelves. Speaking of which, but I could have sworn there's ammunition and shit as well. Could have sworn it somewhere.
He says, just rubbing his face along all of the...
Yeah, well, that's traditional Resident Evil searching. You rub your face along every single wall until something happens. Do we have a key for that table? We don't, do we?
This one?
Yeah. Is that a...
Nah, it's not a key table.
Okay. Maybe it'll be in the remake.
Maybe.
Although the fact that in all of the remake shit I've seen so far, that all of these doors are shown to be, like, interconnected. You know, there's no loading screens anymore.
Yeah. Can't help but feel a little bit sad.
No, well, considering all the shit they could have done, the fact they're keeping as close as they are is good. Now, believe this. Here we go. This was attractive back in the day.
Holds a gun to the side because she's a G.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Bitch, are you blind?
Who are you?
Uniform of an American badass.
Ada Wong.
And
Now.
what are you doing here?
She's named Ada because of a password in Resident Evil 1.
Yep.
One of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard
'Cause-
it's locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance.
You can tell which one it is because it's the poorly rendered one.
It's the one which might actually be made of a polygon or two.
Help me push.
Work together, we can move.
Quick, help me shove this massive thing into the corner. Okay.
Dee, 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 dee. Looking for stuff.
Finding some
I need
drugs.
some more drugs.
Having a good time.
Yes, no, her boyfriend is John, who used to work in the underground lab in
Where's he
Arklay
work?
Mansion.
Yep.
And yes, you needed John's keycard, and you logged in with Ada. ADA was his password, which is not 8 characters containing at least one number.
Yeah, well, this was the 90s.
Yeah, well, yes.
Ada, wait!
It's Ada Wong.
Jim deserved that one.
It's this way, isn't it?
And thus begins Leon's long association of having women not listen to him even slightly.
Yeah, well, yes.
And
Nothing in here.
no, I don't think there is. Oh, fucking hell. No, I think you're right. I think there is a lot more drug than there used to be.
Now, the blue one is super handy because it cures your poison. And very soon there will be suddenly spiders and they can poison you, so we'll keep that one. Right, I'm going to get a drink while this is going on.
Let me guess.
Rog will entertain you with the song he knows of his people.
Get up, now.
I haven't got any alcohol at the moment.
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Oh, the traditional slimy reporter. Must be fucking BuzzFeed.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something.
Although if you notice, he does look like he's wearing the uniform that Shaun did in Shaun of the Dead.
And who the heck are you?
Oh my crap, you're right. I hope that's real and that's a reference and that's not just some
He was working for
weird
a
coincidence. I really hope that is it Summon
Pig. Well,
Peg.
if you've
Peg.
ever seen Spaced,
rumor that he's here.
No, I've heard of it.
it was the show that him and Nick Frost did before
They got the films.
Shaun of the Dead. And there's a scene in it where they're up all night playing Resident Evil 2. And,
well, in that case, yes.
And he has like a fever dream or something, and he's shooting loads of zombies in his house. And that was the idea, which then became Shaun of the Dead. So I believe that's
No,
maybe a
you're
thing.
right. Now I know that. I can see it.
Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
And on cue.
What was that?
It's fucking Arnold.
It's Arnold stubbing his toe.
Get out of here before you lead it right to me. Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
Yeah, you really look like a cop, Leon.
What?
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Want to live? Then you're gonna have to leave with me.
Can anyone tell me where the way out is?
Do you even know how to get out of the city?
There you go.
There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
How is that the easiest way out?
All right,
Go through the
I'm
sewers.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because isn't it? That's a classic of like every of those zombie survival guide like joke books or whatever. They say if anyone suggests leaving through the sewers, leave them to do it themselves. You will not see them again. It's like, oh no, a cramped underground space with no lights that no one knows the layout of.
That's full of poo.
Yeah, that as well. When if you've got any cuts or scrapes from the escaping all of the apocalypse above, congratulations, you got septicemia. You can die in a puddle of shit instead.
It's also poo.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to shit. Where is it?
It's in the...
Oh, they're in the things, aren't they?
I wonder if I could use this manhole opener to open the manhole.
Only if you ask him first. It's only polite.
I suppose it's PC now to call them person holes.
Oh, well. You still shove a massive rod into it until it does what you want. Bad done. Now, I believe it's only if you go to the end and pick up the herb that they break out. I think that's it. So,
Well, we can leave him for now.
yeah. I think, don't you just go down the manhole and Ada turns up?
No. You go down the other manhole and Ada turns up.
Ah.
Because we need... because down there is... Do you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah, I could have sworn that was it. Because where else have we got
Yes.
to go?
I think you might be right.
Yeah, we just had a bunch of story shit happen, and we've been led by a tool into a certain area, and then he gave us a mechanism to open a door. So
Right.
I reckon if we just do it,
Let's
Ada will
not
turn up.
Get the herb. So I have a feeling that there's stuff to pick up in their kills.
Yeah,
so
there is, but
It might
fuck
be.
it.
It might be bullets.
bad dog. Sit permanently.
Oh shit! That was a waste of a shot.
Oh well.
Turn around, Leon. There we go.
There we go. Antimadote.
Two blues.
Let's leave her knocking around. Fuck
Oh.
all.
Two blues. Oh well.
Meh. Yeah. Could have sworn Ada. There we go, there's the spiders, but you can just run right past them because they are quite pathetic, all things considered. That this, I would, in any sort of realistic scenario, I would see those and then instantly shoot myself in the brain.
Yep. It's
No, we don't.
Yes, because I remember now, because we go through one of these doors and Ada is then there when we come out. It's the same as Sherry, but for the other... Sherry is the other room. I think it's when we leave this room.
We're just going to wander around until you either approve them right or the game stops.
Yep, more than likely. Like, I do not understand how this door makes any sense.
It doesn't.
Like, it's
even
just,
slightly.
It's just,
It's a door that opens in the sewer, you know.
which just happens to be underneath the police station. And suddenly Ada.
There we are. The game was loading something. Wait.
I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
Whoop-de fuck.
No doy.
It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
And now comes the playing as the secondary character. And if you
At least
play
she
as
gets a
Claire,
gun.
you get to play as an 8-year-old girl. So,
A completely defenseless.
a completely defenseless 8-year-old girl.
We say to get some fucking gun.
Because there are still dogs here when Sherry has a go.
I thought no, it was zombies.
Ah, it's dogs. Oh no, you're right, it is zombies. It's zombies,
So I was
because
about
they
to say,
vomit
she's
on
an
my head.
8-year-old that moves at the speed of an 8-year-old. You know, not going to outrun them. Oh joy, fucking puzzles.
It's not so much a puzzle, it's
Shoving boxes. Almost like it was taken directly out of an 80s game.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if you're a Crash Bandicoot, you'd just like smash them.
Yeah. Well, if he was wandering around this city, he'd probably get shot.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Not because he's a giant mutated freak, but because he's Australian.
Yep.
You know, I think you can just shove the other one straight down.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
No?
It's not giving me any more push, so it's fine.
Ow my face, ow my face, ow my face, ow my face.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Also, why the fuck are those boxes there? Like, what purpose does this room serve?
Well, yeah, that's it. It's like, you know, I'm sure we said this before, but, you know, we're not recording this at the same time as the last one.
Yeah,
Give us a
believe it-
break.
Yeah, that was October, this is December.
Yes, and we recorded it in fucking July.
Yeah.
But the Arkley Mansion, I can understand, because it was made by a nutter.
Made by a nutter
Like,
for a rich nutter.
It
There's
was-
the club.
It was made by a nutter and it was designed to be ridiculous and, you know, someone who loved
60s
spies and
spy
60s
movies, yeah.
adventure and all that kind of stuff. This is a police station. I mean, this is the sewage treatment plant for a police station in a normal city. Why the fucking Christ is there...
Any of this.
You know...
Because I did
It's like we said, it's like, if you have to go, when you go to the break room to get your sandwiches, you know, if you have to take, you know, the bust of a small, you know, the bust of a sparrow, a raven, and a crow,
Yeah.
and put them in the right order based on the weight and their, you know,
weight and
you know,
respective Germanus Muridae or whatever the fuck, and it's just sort of like, it's just like, it'd just be much easier if you just piss in the corner.
that's it. You know. Dee-da-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Now, can Jimmy actually get out without being eaten in the face?
Unlikely.
Oh, well, considering he's arsing around, that'd be a yes.
Yeah.
No, that is harder when you're...
It is significantly harder when you're Sherry. I know that I didn't, but you can shoot
Leon,
as
can you hear me?
Ada.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ada,
obviously you can't as Sherry.
find anything?
I really hope that they keep that for the remake.
Right here.
Should do.
You know, the idea that, you know, you still have to play as Sherry for a few instances, and Sherry is
I
still...
also love how Ada manages
useless.
to one-hand chuck a box of shotgun shells. Just like that. Anything else? My face! My beautiful face!
Ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
It's Ada Wong, mate.
That's not going to become a thing, Jim.
Be surprised. It'll be on t-shirts before you know it.
You and your fucking merc.
Right.
So now we can do the best thing in Resident Evil, which is fucking backtrack.
But you're right, we'll do the plugs while we're here.
Yeah. Because at the very least then we can
Because-
walk into that room with some heavy firepower without having to just say, one moment, and just naff off to get some fucking bazookoid rounds.
Okay, back to the police station, avoiding the spiders.
Ignoring the fact you probably got dysentery from coming down here in the first place. Excuse me.
They are so stupid.
Pardon me.
Spider!
I bet you anything this is going to be hard as balls in the remake.
I'd like to hope so. Do you know what I mean? Like, because...
Because fuck me, in the HD, or not even the HD remaster, but the remake of Resi 1 on GameCube, they were actually pretty fucking freaky in that one. Because they actually look like spiders. Because, I don't know, there's probably someone who's going to be able to say, actually, they're this particular species of tarantula or whatever, but I've never seen a spider that looks like that.
there are spiders that look like that.
But I mean, you know, you're thinking if you're going to do like a spider, you do like a black one. You know, because that's the most normal
you know
one. I
what?
mean, I'm talking to an Australian who...
Do you know what they, like, most... I mean, those are more than likely a type of tarantula, and most tarantulas aren't black. Because... for the same reason that ninjas never wore black robes, because black actually really stands out, even at night, because... Oh, you can fuck off.
Fucking hell. Just go in. Oh shit, did you bring out healing?
No, I didn't.
No, we've got all them drugs and now we've got a reason to use them.
And I didn't save, did I?
Oh, fucking hell, Jim.
Oh dear.
Well,
Oh
I
dear.
wonder what's going to happen here. Get the shotgun out. Seriously, get the fucking shotgun out.
Yes, I know. Fact, no, let's not.
Huh. Don't see that very often. Yeah, that arm dropping is very rare, actually.
I don't know, we had it in the last play.
I know, but you know, it's like it doesn't happen that often. Fuck, Dead Man's Click. No, just blast them, Jim. You can't risk.
It's all good.
Slightly more satisfying than shooting them in Survivor.
Yes. Yes, but then, you know, like...
Right, now, re-fucking load.
Taking a cactus up your hole is more satisfying than fucking Survivor.
Or if you run round to the right, you can exit down to
I
the
certainly can.
save room.
That is my plan.
Get drugged up.
Dee.
Fuck you!
Yeah. No, that whole arm dropping off thing, that was a big fucking deal back in the day.
That was character polygon manipulation or some
Certainly
other
was.
wanky bullshit, which basically, unless it was scripted, was fucking wow.
Blinky 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 blinky. I'll use that one because we don't.
Do we have any ammo?
It's only a caution, like it's not a.
Yeah, but doesn't the Licker's flying jump decapitate you? Either way, save.
No, it doesn't.
Save. Fucking save.
It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't. It's not an instant kill. Like the hunters used to be.
Yeah.
The other thing as well is like the hunters gave you no notice that they were going to do that attack, whereas the Lickers do that sort of squat, scream, and you got like a second or two to dodge or
Twat 'em.
unload.
Right, you skinny bastards. Well, to be fair, you are right. You have got more healing items and ammunition right now. Slow motion Jimmy getting twatted. Excuse me, one moment. I love it when games do that.
Yeah. Now then, shall we get some ammunition? Yeah, see? Red caution. So it does heaps of damage, but it doesn't kill you instantly.
I wonder if that Licker was the writer for one of the Matrixes.
That's gone over my head.
Because you were doing shit and he froze in midair.
Oh, right, I see.
Now, what should we steal?
We're going to take both of them, because we're not doing the B playthrough.
Can't you only take one?
Nope, you can take both. You can take both if you want to be a dick.
Or conversely, if you just want to make the
If you want to make your B playthrough, which is significantly harder than the A playthrough, if you want to make that even more difficult for yourself, look! Ah!
This is genuinely exciting to us. But save the sub for you know who.
Oh yeah, why not?
And by that I mean the ugly bastard, not Voldemort. Avada Kablam.
Right. Now it's back upstairs, isn't it? We're now done in the basement.
Got the club key, so now it's back on up.
Do. I ain't fucking wasting my bullets on you guys. Especially as they don't drop anything. Like the Lickers in 5 and 6 used to drop like really, really fancy rubies and what have you, but obviously that's not a thing in this one, so.
But go on, Ben, the amount of time you and I spent in 5 farming the Lickers for the red gems.
Oh, yes, mate.
Yeah. And the fact that you can say Resident Evil and farming in the same sentence shows probably not the best. I mean, it's fucking fun, but it's not a resi. Even, besides the racism bit.
We threw the towel in at 5 in when we were doing the El Gigante fight on Professional for the 1000th fucking time.
Yeah, that is it. That is basically fucking impossible.
It's not impossible, but it's absolute wank. And what bugs me...
Yeah, read it yourself, mate.
What bugs me is that you do... the whole point of that fight is you have to use the 2 terrible weapons that are on the truck to kill the El Gigante.
And by the time you get to doing it on that difficulty, you've got much, much better weapons.
Yeah, you've got heaps better weapons. Gigante's not an issue, except that you have to protect the truck from being destroyed. And then as soon as you beat the fight, El Gigante destroys the truck. And I'm just you're there thinking to yourself like, what's the problem with him destroying the truck literally a minute earlier?
No, well, because what that is, I think we brought that up in the Rotathon with the Siren Blood Curse, where you got shot by that cop in the cutscene immediately after the entire first level, where you had to avoid the cop, and if you got shot, you had to restart the level.
Yeah. Pluggo, watch our video.
Yeah.
Links in the description, all that nonsense.
Yeah, all of that bollocks. And it literally makes no sense. You need to have something a bit more concrete than the, like you said, the failure state is part of the entire fucking...
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's so self-evident, I don't even need to finish sentences.
Well, another fairly famous example is the ending of
I think you light the thing first with your lighter.
Number 11. Yeah, the other one would be the. Is it the first level? It's no Russian anyway. No Russian in Call of Duty 2. And no, it does matter. There is an order to it. I can't remember the order. Right, the order is written somewhere.
It's probably on the gear thing.
Queen, Jack, King.
Queen, Jack, King. So
that's
12, 11,
12,
13.
11, 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, no, the end of No Russian is the same. Like, I was playing through...
whichever Call of Duty it was.
It's Modern Warfare 2
Yeah.
is No Russian. It's the famous one where they shoot everyone in the airport.
As far as I'm concerned, Call of Duty blew its load with the nuclear death scene. What was that Queen? Did I say Queen, Jack?
Queen, Jack, King.
Try the other way around. King, Jack, Queen. Because we've done left to right, and we've done right to left, so it's now some combination of...
I'm going to lose my mind in a second. We may cut some of this out.
I will.
Queen, King,
Queen,
Jack.
King, Jack, not Queen.
We've only read through this like 12 times.
Yeah, and the 30 other times before this.
But yeah, No Russian. I was playing through that on super difficult mode, and like I must have died like 1,000 times getting up to the point, and then you end the level and Makarov shoots you.
Yeah,
and that's it. You die probably, I'm going to say 10 feet away from... no. You die like 10 feet away from where I have died up to that point about 30 or 40 times.
It's just like you say. It's just one of those points. It's why bother doing it if the failure state is supposed to be how the game continues.
Yeah.
Just have it so that the player eventually will inevitably fail. Just make it so that they eventually spawn so many bleeding guards that unless the player's hacking, there's no way they're going to fail. Or win even. Because although I didn't play it, and I'm not even sure why I even thought of it as an example, but it's like the Halo Reach game.
Oh yeah.
Where like the last battle in that is quite literally a fight against ever increasing numbers, which you will simply not be able to beat, and then the game ends because it's supposed to. That's part of its storyline, but that makes sense.
Woot woot! Spoiler alert.
Yeah, all these games which are very, very very old at this point.
And in Halo Reach's case, fucking dreadful.
Yeah, I don't even know why they came to it. No, that was it. I was watching an old episode of Red vs. Blue a couple of days ago. That's why.
Red vs. Blue is literally the only good thing that has ever come out of Halo.
No, best thing about Red vs. Blue being able to say I have a boner for murder, completely out of context and worrying people.
Hold these shotgun bullets for me, in your gut! Oh, I love Red vs. Blue. When that came out on Netflix, I was just like, me and the wife.
This now justifies my payment.
Yeah, me and the wife must have binged it. Like, it's only the first, I want to say, 2 seasons.
It's
of
been
it.
a fuckload of seasons now. It's on like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I mean,
But then the way
admittedly,
on Netflix it was released as 1 hour long episode that was the entirety of season 1 and
Well,
then the
yeah.
entirety of season 2 as a second episode, which was really cool. I much preferred it because that's I think how they originally
no, they didn't.
envisioned it was
Oh, yeah.
as being one long story. It was just split into small chunks.
Yeah,
But
because back in the day, if they had done it in a whole one, people would have had to have waited days to download it.
Yeah.
It's like, what's a machinima? I ain't waiting 3 days to download that. And Rooster Teeth wouldn't exist.
Although, as much as I don't like Halo, there are.
Oh, it's me.
It's a dead person. Right in front of the eye. Again, turned into a zombie. People know about this shit and no one cared. What the fuck is wrong with this town?
I blame the lead piping.
Well, yeah.
And by that I mean what they were doing behind the strip club.
Wow. But yeah, one of the things I do like about Halo is the on the wheel arches. No, not the wheel arches. The tires of the Warthog. The tire brand is Puma because Sarge thought that the Warthog looked more like a Puma, and that's what he wanted to call it. But then he was told it was the Warthog,
Yeah,
and he got really cross.
And then the actual makers of the game put that in.
Yeah,
it's like a little. nod.
Stuff like that. I think is really cool.
No, it's like that. It's like when the developers acknowledge something that the fans have created. That's cool.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny because like the first season of Red vs. Blue, you've got it's clearly filmed on someone's game, so it's like
Yeah, they just cut
super
widescreen
yeah.
cut out like old school
gun.
panoramic.
but also like to cut out the gun
Yeah.
that the second player had, but also you can still see the crosshair
Yeah.
in the middle of the screen. And then when they started playing Halo 2,
They now have the
it
capability
suddenly
to
doesn't have it
Yeah.
has a more cinematic mode. Now, oh hello champion.
Oh, that's one of the nastier ones.
No.
Isn't it? Oh no, they're darker, aren't they? Yeah.
They're just a little bit darker. The nasty ones are green. And they've got big hooky claws. And I don't think you
fear the
find
hookers.
those. I don't think you find those.
Here we
There we go.
This is what we were talking about a while ago. So in the liquid corridor where we first met Mr. Tongue Rapist, now those guys are there. But we never have to go there again.
But we never have to go there again. And then the other way is would also
underground.
where we had done that, more zombies would have come through there as well. But now they'll appear when the B playthrough gets done.
So I wonder, because obviously I don't actually ever recall not doing it, but I wonder what happens if you do a playthrough where you don't use the cord at all. Both of them?
Yeah. If you don't use the cord, they both come through at the same time. But then if you don't use but I don't think
infection.
now that I say it out loud, I don't think you can pick up the cord in the B playthrough. I don't think it exists as an item in the game. So I'm half thinking
You're fucked either way.
No, so I'm half thinking that in the A playthrough, which is the easier one, if you were to let them both crack and you kill all the zombies,
and then
your B playthrough is easier because it doesn't
spawn them.
Spawn them, yeah.
Oh, maybe. And now for the most ridiculous shit in the entire fucking game. Nearly. Because Neil now jumps into a giant empty hole after stealing a bit of chess. An old dust chute.
There was a hole here. It's gone now.
Well, it's here because you're jumping into it. Whee! And snap of the legs. There we go.
No!
Just in time for mouth rape.
Get away!
The tragic thing is, this is someone's fetish.
Oh, yeah.
Aye, aye. He laughed because he's a dad. He's allowed to laugh at dad jokes. Well, he had a ponytail. He was doomed.
Yep. Not like Leon. Leon's got a haircut you can time your watch to. Time your watch to? Set your watch to.
Ben!
Ben!
Did you get his number?
Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
He sounds more mildly annoyed, like he went to the corner shop to buy something and they just run out.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator.
Immediately drops in a pile of blood.
Make him pay. Hang in there, Ben.
Hang in there, Ben.
Oh, my chest. It's burning.
Why do I feel like it's 1979 and I'm in space?
Wrong.
No. I love how Leon just
I'm
like,
just like, wow.
no, look. Oh, it's her. You know, it's Ada, but every single time I always thought like Leon looks at it, it moved, and then it opened the door by itself and shut it behind itself.
This basically...
Yeah, the
is
chief
just
is an evil bastard who's taking
Yeah.
money on the side from Umbrella. What the
William
fuck?
Birkin. That name will become important later.
As in, right now.
Where are you going, Ada?
Oh, he's improving. He got her to wait for a few seconds.
Find John.
Give him a little bit later and he might actually get some eye contact.
Hey!
Where am I find John? John is
You
like...
lead me, Claire.
Oh.
We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I half want to go back and change back into his normal outfit.
Do it if you want, mate. It's up to you.
I half want to.
Actually, I'm more curious to see what happens to the... If with the...
Doesn't get bandaged.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so in that case, it would make far more sense if we did change. Give Leon a unmake.
Yeah.